Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into two essential services on AWS that every developer should know about, Amazon EC2 and Amazon S3. Let's break down what these services are and how they work and why they are so important. First up is Amazon EC2, which stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 is essentially the backbone of cloud computing on AWS. Think of EC2 as a virtual server in the cloud, where you can run applications just like you would on a physical server, but with far more flexibility. With EC2, you don't have to worry about the underlying hardware. AWS takes care of that for you. Instead, you can focus on running your applications, configuring your environment, and scaling as needed. EC2 instances can be used for a wide range of tasks, from running simple websites and apps to handling large-scale enterprise applications. Let's talk about some of the key features of EC2. The first is on-demand provisioning. You can launch an EC2 instance whenever you need it, and only pay for what you use. If your traffic spikes, you can spin up additional instances, and when demand decreases, you can terminate them. Another important feature is scalability. EC2 instances can be scaled vertically, meaning you can increase the size of an instance to handle more powerful workloads, or you can scale horizontally by adding more instances to distribute your application's load. Next, there is a choice of instance types. EC2 offers different types of instances, each optimized for different use cases. For example, there are instances optimized for compute-intensive workloads, memory-intensive tasks, or storage-heavy applications. This gives you the flexibility to choose the right instance type based on your needs and budget. EC2 also integrates with other AWS services like Elastic Load Balancing to distribute traffic across instances, or auto-scaling to automatically add or remove instances based on demand. This makes managing your cloud infrastructure much easier. Now, let's move on to Amazon S3, which stands for Simple Storage Service. While EC2 focuses on compute power, S3 is all about storing and retrieving data. Think of S3 as a highly scalable, reliable, and secure storage system that you can access over the internet. Unlike traditional file systems where you store data in folders, S3 stores your data as objects inside buckets. Each object can be anything: a file, an image, a video, or even backups of entire systems. This makes S3 extremely versatile. You can store large amounts of data, and the best part is you only pay for the storage you use. So, what makes S3 so special? First, there is its durability and availability. Amazon S3 is designed to store your data with an impressive 99.99% durability. This means that even in the event of failures, your data is safely stored and easily recoverable. S3 also offers versioning, which means you can keep multiple versions of the same file. If you accidentally delete or modify a file, versioning allows you to recover it. This is particularly useful for backup and disaster recovery. Another great feature is S3 lifecycle policies. You can automate data management by defining rules for your storage. For example, you can set a policy to automatically move older data to cheaper storage classes like S3 Glacier, which is designed for long-term archival storage at a lower cost. Additionally, S3 integrates seamlessly with other AWS services. For example, you can use it with Lambda for serverless file processing, or with CloudFront for delivering content with low latency to users around the world. Now, let's quickly compare EC2 and S3. While both are essential AWS services, they serve different purposes. EC2 is used for running applications, processing tasks, and handling compute power, whereas S3 is designed for storing data. To put it simply, if you need virtual servers to run applications, you will use EC2. But if you need to store files, images, backups, or any other types of data, then S3 is the way to go. Both services complement each other and are often used together. For instance, you might store your application's data in S3 while running the app itself on EC2. Let's go over some common use cases for both services. EC2 is widely used for hosting websites and web applications, running databases, and even for big data analytics or machine learning workloads. On the other hand, S3 is often used for backups, data archiving, storing large media files, and hosting static websites. In fact, S3 is one of the best options for delivering static assets like images, CSS, or JavaScript files for your web application. Another popular use case for S3 is as a data lake for big data. You can store huge volumes of raw data in S3 and then process it using the other AWS services like AWS Glue or Amazon Athena. Before we wrap up, here are some best practices for using EC2 and S3 effectively. For EC2, one of the key things to focus on is cost optimization. Make sure to right-size your instances and leverage reserved instances or spot instances to save on costs. For S3, it's important to set up proper permissions to control who has access to your data. Use identity and access management policies to grant the least amount of privilege necessary. Also, don't forget to enable server-side encryption to protect your data at rest. Additionally, take advantage of S3 object lifecycle policies to automatically move older or infrequently accessed data to cheaper storage classes. This can save you a lot of money over time. Just a quick introduction to Amazon EC2 and Amazon S3, two of the most powerful and widely used services in AWS. Whether you are running applications or managing data, these tools provide the flexibility, scalability, and security you need in today's cloud-driven world. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.